Hello, my name is Robert Bullock and welcome to my Moodle Sandbox Showcase for topic number 4. For this presentation I've decided to use Screencast-O-Matic, PowerPoint and upload the whole thing onto YouTube. Okay, so this first clip here is my sandbox and you can see that I've included a book, my glossary and a quiz, and it's this quiz that I would like to talk about in this presentation. Here's an example of 2 of the questions. Question at the top, and it gives you a choice of 4. Image is easy enough to put in. I think the whole thing is fairly professional looking and works quite well. I chose it because it was within my skill set, and also I don't really use quizzes, so I just thought it'd be good to try out. The thing I like about it is you have this ability to have further feedback. So in this case, it comes up with a cross. I got it wrong, but it tells you why. Big tick for getting it right, and then even then you can put further feedback to elaborate. So in this example I've included further limitations to confidentiality. I think that means that the tool is not just an assessment tool, it actually becomes part of the learning for the student. I like that. In the middle tool guide, the first column suggests that the quiz is tricky and time consuming. I don't think it's particularly tricky, but it can take a bit of time. And just remember that those questions can be saved for another time to be used in other quizzes. It says that the quiz is for assessment only and not for distribution of information, not really for communication or for collaboration, and that's fair enough. The final column talks about how Bloom's learning objectives can be met with the quiz. Let's have a look at that idea a little bit further. I would argue that these lower objectives for Bloom's are fairly easily met. Things like memory, knowledge, comprehension and even application. When it comes to analysis, creation and evaluation, I think that you'd have to be pretty clever to be able to do that, and perhaps, with short answer questions or essay questions could be put in a quiz and that might work there. So how did I find this process? Well, I found it really good. Once I understood how things were set up, and using the video demonstrations were really quite helpful. I think for me, I'm an auditory learner, and so it's just good to be able to watch those videos. So this one here shows you just how to put in the question, easy enough. Second one shows you how you put in the choices, and even the feedback can go in there. It's all very intuitive. Just remember that the administration can be done by looking at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, and that's where you are able to control most of it. So how do I think the students would benefit from this resource? Well, I think there would be various benefits to student learning, particularly for blended delivery. Obviously the quiz is a good revision for the course content, but I also like the use of the feedback after each question, and that can help underline some of the important messages that we're trying to communicate. It's sort of good for students to have a quiz, and I guess it's encouraging, helps them to gauge their progress. Multi-choice questions really are better because they're not really testing memory, more so their ability to identify things, and I think that's my preference. So that's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Go down to the sandbox and have a look and try your counselling knowledge on those 3 questions, and see what you think. Okay, bye.